Hey guys, Will here. It's far too early in the morning, it's freezing cold and it's looking like it's about to rain, but none of that really matters because today is the day, the first day of the Ultimate Commander tournament. 2 days, 6 games, 1850 points, Warhammer 40,000. So yeah, tournament's up today. I'm really looking forward to this. Hence I've actually managed to get myself out of bed nice and early for this. But anyway, I need to go and get my arse to Colchester, so I'll see you when we get there. Back in a minute. So here we are at 40k Gaming, and here's the list I'm going to be running in the tournament. So for my Warlord, I've got my Farseer on a jet bike. He's got a Singing Spear and Spirit Stone of Anathlan to give him a bit more psychic power there. Then with him is 1 unit of jet bikes with shuriken cannons, and then 2 units of 3 jet bikes with scatter lasers. So those are my troops choices. In elites, I've got my Wraith Guard with Wraith cannons rather than the D-sides because they're cheaper and I expect to be facing some super heavies today. And running with them, I've got my Spirit Seer. And then in heavy support, they've got a Wave Serpent as a transport with Bright Lance and Holo Field upgrades. Then I've got Falcon Grav Tank with Holo Field and Bright Lance upgrade as well. Then the rest of my list consists of 2 aspect hosts. So the first one has 10 Dire Avengers on foot with an Exarch with a power weapon and shimmer shield. Another 10 Dire Avengers, Exarch, power weapon, shimmer shield, and they're riding in a Wave Serpent with just the shuriken cannon upgrade. Then there's a unit of 5 Fire Dragons with an Exarch, and they're going to ride in the Falcon. Then my second aspect host, 6 Swooping Hawks with an Exarch, 5 Warp Spiders with an Exarch with twin-legged Death Spinner, and 5 Dark Reapers with an Exarch, and the whole squad's been upgraded to Starshot missiles. Yeah. So that's 1850 points. Probably not the most overpowered Eldar army we'll see today, but a solid little list, should have some fun with that, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, I'm going to now have a quick look at some of the other armies that people have brought down here today. So this heavily mechanised Space Wolf army here belongs to Jeff, one of the guys who's regularly down the club. As you can see, he's got, I think that is Wolf Lord Crom as his HQ, and then 2 very small Space Wolf units to fill out his troops, and then a serious lot of heavy armour there. We've got a, that I believe is the Storm Wolf, we've got a Whirlwind, Dreadnought, Vindicator, Land Raider Redeemer, and then this bad boy here. Now this is a Typhon heavy siege tank from Forge World. It's essentially a super heavy version of the Spartan assault tank that loses all its assault capacity for this enormous massive gun on the front. So there's a lot of armour to deal with there. So it'd be very interesting to see how that enormous gun gets on today. And here we've got some NIDs. These were painted by Phil, one of the staff here at 40k Gaming. He's apparently done this army in like half a week, so it's very quick done, but you know, for the speed it's been done, you've got a lot of models here looking pretty nice. We've got 2 Flying Hive Tyrants. I think one of those is in formation with this enormous swarm of gargoyles. Then we've got loads of Termagants, Warriors. Over here we've got Hormagaunts, Morlock, Exocrine, a unit of Venom Throps, and then yeah, we've got the this isn't a drop pod, this is the Sporocyte, so that apparently infiltrates and then pops out this big spore mine thing. So interesting list, a few things there I'm unfamiliar with. And here we've got a gorgeous army. This belongs to Lee, one of the regulars down here. We've got a Wraith Knight and a veritable horde of Eldar jet bikes here, but then they're allied with Necrons, which is interesting because they're Come the Apocalypse allies, so it's interesting to see how that works. Absolute huge huge load of wraiths here. That's going to be seriously hard to deal with. 3 of the strongest units in the game spammed together in one army. So good luck to you with that, Lee. It's looking nice, and just see how it goes. So here we've got a very simple, straightforward army. This belongs to Rich, and this is simply 4 Imperial Knights. So we've got 2 of the plastic GW ones, 2 of the Forge World ones, and hiding in there we've got a Vindicar Assassin. So nice little effects on the weapons here with the Knights, and some cool bases. Yeah, 4 Knights. A lot of people are going to have trouble finding enough firepower to deal with them. Don't know who this is, but this is a nice little Farsight Enclave appearance Tau army. We've got triple Riptide, single Storm Surge, triple what they call broadside, and a shit ton of, I guess those must be marker drones. So that's looking good. Got some Eldar, because there'll always be Eldar at these tournaments. Wraithguard, this guy's gone for the D-Scythes rather than the cannons. We've got, looks like a Farseer and a Warlock. Possibly double Farseer, depends how he's going to run that, but it looks like Farseer Warlock. A couple of jet bikes, Wave Serpent, and then a Wraith Knight and 2 Imperial Knights. So again, huge ton of super heavies here. Really interesting list. A little bit lighter on the core troops, but those super heavies are going to be a challenge. And over here, this army belongs to Jason. Now, if you're regular on my channel, you'd have probably seen this before. This is his Horde of Orcs. I'm not sure it's exactly the same list as he's run before, because he's got some trucks in there. But yeah, this is the list that absolutely hammered me in a battle report about 3 weeks ago. So yeah, good luck to Jason moving all those orcs around all day. And here's just a bit of a shot of the tables. Really nice collection of different scenery here, and all of these apparently going to have their own special rules for the terrain. It's one of the unique features of Ultimate Commander, is the terrain really matters. And as you can see, we've got a good variety of boards here. So yeah, we've got everything from trees with ruins, we've got an ice world over here, desert, very dense city fight boards. So a lot of variety there. Look forward to getting some good games in on those. And here's Sam's Corn Demon King. I'm just going to move them across so there's a little bit more light on them. But yeah, this is the list you've seen him run on my channel before. A veritable horde of bloodletters, backed up by flesh hounds, 2 soul grinders, and then we've got the Bloodthirster and the Forge World Demon Prince there. He's added 1 unit recently, or changed out. The regular possessed have been switched for these guys. These are the Galvorback models from Forge World. He's running them just as regular possessed, but they're nice chunky models and look a bit better than the plastic GW possessed. This army's gone 6 months unbeaten now. Judging by some of the other lists I've seen here, that may not last the day, but be really good to see how he goes. And I know Sam's hoping to get a good result today. So, first game today is Cleanse and Control, so that's 3 objectives per turn, corners deployment. I've drawn up against Rich and his Imperial Knights. Really seriously hard army there, but you know, very low model count, so it should be interesting to see if I can deal with them and score me some points. I've got first turn here, and my Farseer has drawn Doom, which is useful. I've certainly got the tools for the job, it's whether I can use them right. But yeah, I'll let you know how it goes after the game. So that's the end of the game. Rich has still got 2 knights standing, but I've still got a few Eldar lurking around here. Basically, with the objective cards, I got really lucky and had really good cards I could score, and Rich had some bad luck and had a lot of objectives he couldn't really achieve. And in the end, it turned out 21 to 8 to the Eldar, so a nice solid start there. Rich certainly played well, his very solid knight list there, but in the end the dice and the cards just went in the Eldar's favour. That, and I had the Wraith Guard. I was, like I said in one of my earlier videos, I'm in-ahhing as to whether or not to include these guys, and they made their money today. They got Slay the Warlord for me on turn 2 with a strength 6, with a 6 on the D table. So yeah, 1 game in, and that's a nice good early victory for the Elves. So Sam's just finished his game up against this Space Wolf army here. How'd it go, Sam?
There's a stall in my way.
Hang on.
It was alright. I didn't get first blood or anything, but I wasn't expecting to.
Yeah.
Big block of One Wolf Cavalry with Iron Priest Cynics, he's running Champions of Fenris. Run up and they took on the Demon Prince for about 3 rounds of combat.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. Hold the DP up for 3 rounds.
Yeah, they eventually killed him, which was expected. I didn't get my field okay on turn 2, which hurt a lot.
Oh.
But in the end, it was just a table win. Overran him.
So, yeah, what your Corn Demon Kin are known to do, just overrun an army and table him.
Finished the game 17-4 to me.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I got 21-8 in mine, so good start there for both of us. But there's some seriously tough lists lurking around here. There's a load of orcs there, more Corn Demon Kin. And over here we've got a list featuring 2 knights and a Wraith Knight, not to mention a Wraith Guard and Scatterbite. So yeah, some tough challenges to come in round 2. Okay, game 2. So right now I'm actually ranked 2nd on points in the tournament, but I have a feeling that's about to change. Because over here we have some orcs, and if you've seen some of my previous backgrounds, you'll recognise that these are Jay's orcs. And they absolutely mullered me last time we played. A slightly modified list from before, but it's basically the same thing. Hordes and hordes of boys backed up with cannons. So yeah, it's going to be a lot to deal with. Mission today is Deadlock. So it's high number of objectives at the start and gradually decreasing. So I'm hoping to rely on the Eldar's speed and firepower to claim an early lead here and then try and survive till the end. It's going to be interesting. I've got first turn, so I'm going to have a chance to make some inroads here. But there's a lot of orcs still being set up here, so we'll just have to see how that goes. Okay, so we just tidied away from game 2, and yeah, bit of a surprise result there. I actually won it. The firepower of the Eldar managed to hold off the orcs this time. Jason's list was only slightly changed from before, but it seemed to make enough of a difference, and I had very good cards. The Deadlock mission allowed me to pull ahead early, and I had the Warlord trait that allowed me to reroll a number of points for random points objectives. So yeah, that's ended 19-9, which makes 2 significant victories for the Eldar, and a total of 40 tournament points already in the first 2 games. So off to a flying start here. We'll just have to wait and see if we can continue that momentum as we head into game 3. Okay, so really solid start there for the Eldar. But Sam, how are you getting on with your Corn Demon Kin?
Yeah, pretty good. Had a significant victory in the first game.
Yeah.
Destroyed that, and this game was just victory. It was 1 point short, 1 point shy of a significant.
Okay, that's cool.
So it ended 15-9 to me.
Okay.
It was a bit of a slog of a game on this board.
So yeah, we've got a bit of a city fight going on here, and you were playing Dark Angels, weren't you?
Yeah, Raven Wing, Death Wing combo.
With a knight, if I remember.
Yes, with a knight added. It was a nice game. A lot of rules queries, which ate a lot of time up.
Ah, that's always a bugger.
A pain in the arse, to be honest. But yeah, he had Deathwing Knight unit mishap and destroy itself, and then these other Deathwings mishap and went into reserve. So that was lucky for me.
Yeah, that's.
Raven Ring came on guaranteed.
Hang on, they're announcing the top 16. I've got to go. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, they've just announced the placings from the first 2 games. So now the top 16 get seeded and play off 1v16, 2v15, etc. I was actually ranked 2nd after those 2 games, which is a surprise even for me. And Sam was ranked 5th. So yeah, we're both going to have opponents who were ranked in the middle 8 of the 24. So in theory, opponents who haven't had such a good day, but they're still by no means going to be slouches. My opponent apparently has Grey Knights. I'm waiting to see what he brings. But the real challenge today is that the mission is going to be kill points. And Grey Knights tend to have very low model counts, whereas my Eldar have a lot of units. So this could prove to be a bit of a challenge, but you know, the Orcs I thought was going to be a challenge and we beat them. The Knights I thought was going to be a serious challenge and we beat them. So yeah, this should be a good one. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so deployment here is end to end. But I've been quite fortunate. I got to deploy second so I could see where he was, which might actually work to my favour today, but we'll have to wait and see. A lot of his army's actually going to be deep striking anyway. One thing that's particularly good is my Warlord trait gives me stealth and move through cover for ruins, and as you can see this board's got quite a few ruins, so this is a nice little start, but we'll have to see how it goes. Kill points favours the Grey Knights a little bit, but let's see what we can do about that. Okay, there we have it. After a really long game, only was 5 turns, but it took forever to play, the Eldar just emerged victorious on kill points. We scored 10, the Grey Knights scored 9, so I literally won that by first blood. Made a couple of mistakes under pressure there, but the power of my army carried it on the day. Wraithguard had a really good time of it, managed to punk a Nemesis Red Knight on the first turn with 2 6s on the D-table. Farseer did die for the first time today, but you know, it's what happens, and it's good that I won the game in the end. Who got hit in combat by these boys here. So yeah, well done to Rich. Really good opponent. Had a great time playing you, and thanks a lot. And good luck in your games tomorrow.
Yeah, good fun.
So my victory there sees me into the last 8 of the knockout stages, which is, yeah, surprising. Sam, you were in a knockout match for the last 8 there. How'd you get on?
It was a bit of a mismatch of game, to be honest. It was kill points, and then I drew a player who was using a Farseer, a Warlock, both on jet bikes, 3 units of scatter laser bikes, Wraith Knight, Wave Serpent with D-Scythe, Wraith Guard, and 2 Imperial Knights. And I drew kill points against him.
And you had a Wraith Knight as well, didn't you?
Yeah, Wraith Knight, Imperial Knights.
Oh.
So it was a really bad draw for the game type. I would have taken him so easily in Maelstrom.
Yeah,
so easily.
Whizzed around and taken him in Maelstrom, but
but
so
unfortunately, I finished that game at a 15-8 loss.
So you're into the middle tier, which is the
Ultimate Commander Plate.
Ultimate Commander Plate. Okay,
So
that's...
I've got a good running for that. I mean, I didn't lose it badly. I think all he had left was his Wraith Knight on 2 wounds and an Imperial Knight. And I had 5 possessed left.
So it sounds like you put up a good fight.
Yeah, I put
against
up a
a
good
tough
kicking
foe,
for him.
Awesome. Well, good luck tomorrow in the plate.
We will see how it goes.
There's a better chance of you getting the plate than there is of me getting the overall trophy, I think.
We'll see. I still reckon you're going to get best painted.
Well, we shall see about that. It's certainly a very nice army, but yeah, awesome. Anyway, guys, that's us done for today. We will see you tomorrow for day 2. Okay, so we're here for day 2 of Ultimate Commander. With me, you've got Ollie here. He's going to be my opponent in the first game. So we're both through to the last 8 here, so it's knockout stages, and Ollie's brought some Tau with him today.
Yeah, the unfriendly kind, unfortunately.
Yeah, the unfriendly kind of Tau. So it's going to be a bit of a tough matchup today, Tau versus Eldar, both of us have got 3 wins so far, so this should be a solid game. So here's the list Ollie's going to be running today. What have we got here then?
Right, so we've got 3 units of 5 Fire Warriors.
Yep.
It's part of the Hunter Cadre. A 2-man unit Crisis Suits with Fusion Blasters.
Yep.
Riptide with all the usual kind of extras.
Yep.
We've got a 3-man unit of Missile Pod Crisis Suits with marker drones and the Commander, the Buff Commander.
Yep.
With target locks as well. We've got the Storm Surge with all the extras.
And that weapon on there, which is the big gun, is that the short-ranged one or the long-range?
The long-range one.
The long-range one, so the strength 10 part.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
got like a shield generator and all the extras. We've got 3 units of 5 Pathfinders. And as the auxiliary, we have 5 Ace of War Cadre, which is another Riptide, the same loadout as this one, and 2 broadsides, which are the missile sides.
Okay. Excellent. Those broadsides are separate units, aren't
Yeah,
they?
that's right, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good solid army there. Type of thing you often see with Tau, sort of fairly minimalistic troops supported by Pathfinders and lots of big suits.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup. Certainly some big threats there, but there are plenty of things for my Wraith Guard to get their Wraith cannons into.
Yeah, they'll have fun.
So let's see how that goes. Okay, we're all set up for the first game here. The Tau are all in this gun line on the back of the board there. Mission is contact lost, so we need to hold objectives in order to score them. And yeah, my Eldar generally clustered down in this corner. I've got a couple of objectives, a couple of units over that side. At the moment, Tau have first turn, but I'm going to have a go at stealing it.
I go through, but I
No, it's a 5. Here we go, Tau turn 1.
Okay, so that was a really close game there. Early turns, the Tau were smashing things up. I lost both my Wave Serpents before they got out of my deployment zone, and the Wraith Guard took 2 Riptide Ion Cannons to the face, so they weren't able to do it. But the Fire Dragons had an amazing game, snuck up the side, took out his Warlord, and then charged his unit, beat them in combat. Coming into the last turn, he was just ahead, but then I had great final turn objectives and enough jet bikes and warp spiders left to secure them for an eventual 10-7 victory to the Eldar. So really good result there. Puts me into the top 4 now, which coming into this tournament I'd have never expected. How'd your game go, Sam? You were against some Marines, weren't you?
Yeah, I was playing Salamanders with 1st Company Strike Force and the Demi Company.
Nice.
Just a Gladius single. And to be honest, from turn 1, he wasn't expecting what I was going to do, and I just ran away with it, to be honest. I was killing unit upon unit. My Demon Prince got up to his full level of Gore Drinker, so strength 10, instant death, rampage.
Oh, nasty.
And yeah, so I just ran through and finished it 19-10.
Nice. So you're on target to get what you hoped, which was to go 3 for 0 for the day.
Yeah, I'm going to try and go 3 for 0 for the day. I'll be sad if I don't. But I've got next game. I know I've got the guy who taught me how to play 40k when I was a wee child.
Ah.
So this will be fun.
The master has become the student, perhaps. We shall see. But yeah, no, it looks like from the way the game's going up there, I've got Lee in the next round, who's running Eldar, basically Wraith Knight with jetbike spam, and then backed up by Necrons. 3 units of Canoptic Wraiths, which is just wrong.
Wrong on so many levels.
Come the Apocalypse allies. So yeah, I don't know how much that will hurt him. The next mission is meant to be either Emperor's Will or the Relic, rolled on a d6 at the start. So yeah, we're going to get ready for that now. Join us to see how that goes.
Okay, here we are, the semi-finals of Ultimate Commander. I've drawn against Lee and his very interesting army. It's Eldar combined with Necrons and a lot of Wraiths here. Mission is the Relic, so we've got we'll put something valuable for the Relic, coin in there, and it's Hammer and Anvil deployment. I've set up first and should get first turn unless Lee can seize. He's just setting up at the moment. Going to be a very tough game. He's got a lot of really powerful units in this army. It's one of the lists when I was having a scan around at the start of the tournament. I think that's a scary list. But you know, we've got this far beating lists I thought would beat me, so going to give it my best shot and see how we go. Okay, so that's game 5 out of the way, and oh, that was a pasting. I've got my army set up here for the paint judging. Around here is what Lee was coming at me with, and yeah, that many Wraiths is just mental. Couldn't bring them down before they all got into combat. Didn't have enough firepower to do a Wraith Knight even, and just got absolutely creamed. Yeah, ended 5-1 and really solid victory for Lee there. So well done, really fair player. Had a good time playing him, and that's going to put me into the 3rd, 4th place playoff. I think I'm going against Admech in that, which will be a nice, interesting challenge. But yeah, well done to Lee, and good luck in the final. How'd you get on, mate?
Not too bad. I didn't win it, unfortunately. It was so close. Came right down to turn 7.
You had these iron hands with ice trim, by the looks of it, yeah?
Yeah, basically I had 1 Bloodletter and Centurions in combat with the... one Bloodletter and Flesh Hounds in with the Centurions. And then I had Flesh Hounds in combat with this one dude who's a separate squad.
Oh yeah.
And this squad, he dropped the Relic in like turn 6, and that squad picked it up. I had a unit of Bloodletter summoned here, and 2 Bloodletters in combat with him, and that was it.
Ouch.
So literally there was nothing I could do. He had Lion Breaker, I didn't. He had First Blood, and we both had Warlords, so on the secondary he was well ahead as well. So I conceded at the end of turn 6, just knowing I couldn't physically do it and I couldn't be asked to roll the dice basically.
Fair enough, mate.
So it was a damn good game. I held the relic most of the game.
Yep.
I stole the initiative, which is probably a bad idea in the end.
Yeah, sometimes that way with the relic. I got some glue in my bag, I think.
That'd be alright. So yeah, no, damn good game, damn good opponent, we had a good laugh.
Excellent.
The Centurion's first turn wiped out my D-firster. And then second turn I only got half my reserves in, which is really unlucky. Fell 2 4-inch charges with my soul grinders. Both of my soul grinders fell 2 4-inch charges, and my Demon Prince then died to the Centurions. Got the rest of my reserves in, but it was a bit too little too late.
Fair enough.
It was just a grind after that. It was just summon. It was the only way I managed to stay in the game.
Awesome. Well, let's go grab some lunch.
Yeah, I'm going to set this up and then.
Okay, so after getting completely hammered by Lee's Necrons and Eldar, I'm into the 3rd, 4th place playoff here against this chap here, whose name is Mark.
Yes.
Mark, who is part of the YouTube channel Team Clueless, so check them out. He's playing Admech, which is going to be an interesting challenge for me, having never played against Admech before. But he's got a nice little army here, mix of both factions of Admech with White Scar allies and an Imperial Knight. Mission is the one where you can steal your opponent's objective markers. Can't remember the name of it, but yeah, so this is the 3rd, 4th place. Should be a nice fun game. Let's see how it goes. Okay, and there we are after a really tense game and a tough start against the Mechanicum. The Eldar finally managed to pull it through. In the end, I think it ended something like 15-11 or 15-13 to the Eldar. Really tight game though, he had me right up to the last turn. But in the end, we pulled it out. A little bit out of breath because I've just run to the car to get my case. Okay guys, I've just finished up my final game now. That was an intense old game. Never faced Mechanicum before, so there's a lot of learning. And in the early part of the game, he had Stealth Enshrouded on all his units for his Canticles bonus. That made it real tough early turns. Wraithguard managed to survive long enough to take down the Knight, and then his units started to fade. The power of the Canticles fades with the number of units he has. So by the end, we pulled back to a draw, and then on the last turn managed to secure a victory with Combined Strike. Ended up 15-13 to the Eldar, so really close game, and have to hand it to him. Mark was a top guy, played really well. Go and check out his and his mate's channel. They're called, what they're called again, I'll put a link into the description. They're called Team Clueless, that's it. Check them out, and the final is just going on now. Lee, the guy who beat me in the previous battle, is fighting against another Eldar army. It's got a Wraith Knight, there's a couple of there's a flyer lurking around, loads of jet bikes. Not quite sure how it's going, but I'll keep you posted as to how that one is. That leaves me 3rd place overall. Lost the semi-final, but won the 3rd, 4th place playoff, which is a lot more than I'd expected. So yeah, great day out. 10 out of 10. Would play again. And there we are. That is it. So I got 3rd overall. Sam, how'd you get on in the end?
11th, due to a crappy second game today and a bad kill points draw. Just the way this thing's structured. I actually won more games and scored more points than a lot of people above me.
Yeah, that's the way it goes with the knockout format, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a really weird format.
But yeah, certainly a nice tournament there, and a really good standard of play, apart from one game where you had a bit of an RC opponent.
Yeah, the guy with the wooden spoon.
Yeah, got the wooden spoon in, so oh well.
Rules query, but
yeah, on the whole, really nice. I mean, everyone I played, I would happily play again. They're a bunch of nice blokes.
Yeah, I played a lot of Space Marines today. I mean, like last game against Raven Guard, I damn near tabled him turn 3, so...
Yeah, I suppose that was the middle tier of the tournament, wasn't it? It was all Space Marines.
Just with the unlucky, I failed 2 4-inch charges on my second game today, and half of my reserve rolls.
Oh man.
Which is really unlucky and really unlikely in my army.
Yeah, the way you re-roll reserves and stuff, yeah. Overall winner was Lee, who's the guy who beat me in my second game, so well done to him. He's been trying to win this tournament pretty much since it's been running, so
Yeah, congratulations there. Really solid army and nice looking as well. Unfortunately, I didn't get best painted in the end. That went
Still
to...
think you should have.
Well, yeah, I mean, Steve is a really good painter though. Space Marine army in blue with flame decals, runs on the salamanders. Very nice looking army, but...
and only Space Marine biased.
I suppose the tournament organiser admits to a little bit of Space Marine bias, but, you know, his army was really nice. You know, I won't
It's a
say
nice army. I still think your army should have done it.
Hey, he has won it 3 years in a row now, so, you know, what can you say? But on the whole, great time had by everyone. Thanks a lot for watching, and join me again soon for more Bat Reps and maybe another tournament before the year's out.